And we're back.
And I am still here. Still attempting to. Sergeant Korn. Is that?
Wait. Is that supposed to be? Maybe it's Sergeant Cornelia. Does she prefer to go by Corn?
Probably, apparently.
Anything useful? We got a key. What did we get out of the first trash can?
Nothing.
Reach deeper? You? Or is this going to be game training? Game taking advantage of us being trained to events to get us into an embarrassing situation?
I give up.
Yeah. There's a thing on the floor there.
So, smaller one. The end of iteration is near. Was it really? It's how war drivers mark the city system control networks they had open.
Look for access.
This place is described as interfering. Something to do with harmonic oscillation. I don't quite get it, but I knew how to look. Gained access to connect the city re-stick network. Bizarre name for drones. Shoot some commands and the system displayed all surveillance drones within its range.
Rami, Patalon, and Outranger. It's just the same one again.
Oh, look at this guy.
Yeah.
It's worth picking up. Access to the map. I'll ask about Ken's death. Conflict with the captain. Ask for help in the investigation.
Which do we start with?
Ken's death?
Ken's death seems to be the point of contention.
Back in nicotines from another. He recovered a lighter engraved with his
Asclepius.
Asclepius?
Asclepius. I've heard it that one before. Now, granted, my history with pronouncing non-English names is, or even English names, is spotty, but
yeah. So I'll ask Anne at some point. Burning to help. Sadly, my fire is being doused by a certain problem. There's a hideous toad roaming around here interrupting my work. True contempt for the outrangers. Ask for help again. Ask about the toad.
I mean, we could do Low City, but it's also grayed out, so maybe it's not letting us do that. What's the toad?
Oh, that'll be the captain. He's referring to the captain. Ask for help again?
Sure.
I'll understand what comes first, and I can play the Good Samaritan. Ask about his conflict with the captain.
Yeah. Ask about... Yeah.
Happened between you two. He ruined my career. It started over a year ago. I worked in the Warsaw City Central Hospital. Respectable position, second degree specialization. Got the call to the ABB, a bite or sting. I went there with a team. Landed right by the barrier. An outranger unit led by Bastilides was scrambling. The victim was a civilian, the captain's partner. Took a long drag. Listen. Something bit him on the neck. He went into shock. His airways were closing up. Call it firing up the engines. A few trips to the other side, I mean.
That's an interesting euphemism.
And Outrangers kept shouting it was a type of gadfly, Hypoderma bovis toxica. Typically all you need in such cases is serum, anti-shock kit and water. But something was off. The gadfly's bite leaves a swollen lump with 2 red patches around it. It's a lump, but not a lot of redness. They saw that lump start to blacken. It's as if necrosis had already started. I'd only ever seen wolf spider bites progress that fast. Puzzled me was there was only 1 bite mark and spiders leave 2. I knew I'd have to cut off his head if it had been a wolf spider, otherwise he'd die.
Okay, keep listening, I think.
Yeah, don't interrupt people when they start talking. Spiders sometimes lose their pedipalps fending off wasps or other damn things. I concluded it must have been a wolf spider cripple made my choice.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, I think so.
load this Mikhail guy into the ambulance, then he literally lost his head before the captain's eye. He survived, but Stilati sued me. Checked later and found out that Sosnowski had pheromone injections done to protect against insects. But not against arachnids.
Interesting. Okay. What about the injections?
It's like a vaccine. It makes us exude pheromones that keep away the nasties behind the ABB. Everyone has a standard set done in childhood, but to go past the barriers you have to have them all. Narrowed his eyes and puffed the cigarette, trying what he just said. Bite mark was destroyed by decapitation, the blood from his head machine washed, so there was no solid leads in the investigation. You didn't take pictures?
Oh.
Eventually the court ruled there wasn't enough evidence, so I went cold. The stench remained. I was let go. Couldn't find a decent jobs anywhere.
It sounds like a lot of assumptions and bad procedures on all sides.
Provoking to hit you or something? Something to discredit him?
Yeah, that feels bad.
That's out of my league, I understand. Shootouts happen here. Some valuables down there to fight over. Maybe this man got caught in the cross. What do you need it for?
Conducting an investigation?
I've got a problem with a toad.
I mean, we could damage it, we could inspect it, we could hack it.
Hack it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started searching the data for codes that fit the manual. Some of them caught my eye. It's PAX 2B, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Medibus 3 is 3, so they had to overload the system. To do that, need adequate network accesses.
Look for defense systems?
There's more too.
Yeah, it looks like this is an order thing.
If I use a device with a level higher than my own, I need to be careful.
Okay, so... okay, it looks like we're going towards the left. What are the 2 directions?
System takeover or system overload?
So we're going towards system overload.
Yeah, but I would rather do system takeover. I
Probably
figured
gets
look for
more information, yeah.
Yeah.
Look.
Check the encryption protocol?
I think so, yeah.
Oh dear. Alright, we're going that way then.
We're choosing violence.
Use city network resources?
I mean, that sounds like a good way to overload a system.
Filter by location, filter by device type.
Uh, device type?
I think so. At that point, it seems so. Okay.
Can you scroll up to see what the Can you scroll up to see what the designation of the on the dialogue? He's an MDB, but we're not looking for that. What are the designations that we ran across? Oh, we can't. It's an earlier.
Yeah. So MCC, SVD are familiar.
I don't think we've seen any of these.
No. MCC beacons are the mutation control center beacons.
Maybe do that. Because if it was connecting to the MCC, do we want to connect it to Tank Junior?
Oh wow. I mean, yeah, we know it's there. Yeah.
Okay. I broke something that could no longer be accessed. He doesn't have anything to say. Okay, that is not the option I would have preferred, but it's the option we went.
Who are these two?
This is Mac.
Female shapeshifter, newest model by the Interscope culture. Green lips and green lips. Hard to say if it was real. She was posing for a micro camera. Ask who she is. Ask about Ken's death. Ask who she is.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
Bentley McBoy, actress and the first model to pose in a Mowbray. Thought my frame was never mind. I'm getting ready for a role. I'll be reenacting the story of Tancred, one of the Greens. I hope I do well. She's gonna be Tancred.
Okay. Ask if she's a robot. She's going to be a Zoanet.
No, she'll be a Zoanet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask if she's a robot. Ask about Ken's death.
Yeah, I think so.
See, do you know anything? No, Martin told me something cool was happening in Low City and I could do research for my role, so we came. Poor guy was already dead. Thought they were just nature-loving simpletons that hated technology. But get this, the famous troublemaker Rama Matan of Sydneyland is one of them. That guy knows how to party. She blinked and sent me a link to the article.
Okay. Is this a Scarlett Johansson reference?
I mean, I don't know.
Only important stuff. Only important stuff.
No.
I'm important. You're so important you don't have an avatar.
Hmm. Tancred. What do we got? We do not have enough.
I don't think we're going to get enough to get to Brain Fixer in this scene.
No, no way.
I can... Large media audience base. Do we want the advertising contract?
Hmm.
Apparently we've started a blog, And it's popular.
Yeah, because we're an info team now. I don't think so.
Okay. Oh, this is the one.
This is another one.
Yeah. Okay, we know this is not Tank Jr.
Is it 50 or 47? Let's try 50.
Yeah. Metabot. Um. Okay, okay. I need adequate network resources.
Hmm.
So use private resources or look for defense systems.
Well, we did look for defense systems before, and that sent
Start.
us to snip some overload.
Yeah. Maybe check encryption protocol first. That's not the way we want to go.
No, that's what we did. We did that second before.
Private
Use
resources.
private.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ah,
Um. Couch.
oh, I don't. I did not really want to do this. Okay. Overloaded my own system.
Oh dear.
Ah,
Oops.
yeah. No.
Is this the gene skin that they were talking about?
Apparently. Very weird accidents, and I don't know.
Ask anti-gene.
Anti-G harness on. Where is it? Captain took it off and secured it, but then to see that happens probably in the BO. So that's why we have to search the BO.
Yeah. Ask about beacons. I'm trying to mouse over the
Yes.
blocks.
Scan system takeover and system overload. No idea why that's there. Scan this for others looking for new plant and animal species. Beef come close, they shoot. If anything tries to fly or crawl up the lowest inhabited walkway, beacons have to shoot it down while adhering to all safety measures. People live here. The two dangerous species around these parts, the toxic fruit bat, a seriously big bastard, and the Rattus mordax venatius rat.
Toxic
Rascal.
fruit bat.
Yeah.
Okay, mutants.
I mean, yes, but they'd be toxic to what fruit?
Yeah. Is it a defense mechanism?
Hmm. Fire plasma, that's why there isn't much blood. Blood is no good, trust me. It attracts a lot of trouble outside the ABB, and honestly, it ruins the view here, so you get it.
So they fire plasma, so they cauterize wounds instantly.
Mm-hmm.
What's reistic systems?
They're like the Matrix, you know, they surround us. Just kidding. But not really. Seriously though, it's complicated. Lots of encryption protocols. I'm not going to teach you to hack. Take this address. It's all written down. You didn't get it from me.
Interesting.
Sorry, I'm kind of done with this guy. So that's why he's got bat wings?
Somebody put the bat wings on him. It's like it said it's an anti-G harness, and the beacon mistook him for a bat and shot him.
Apparently.
Who are these people? Oh, there was a take control option there.
There was, but I'm not going for it yet. Babe, I get the people from around here appalled. Make sure you shout before coming close.
Oh, this is the spoiled brat.
Yeah, and we reached into the bins.
Yep.
Mailbox made of steel trophy case.
Use key. We found the key.
We did. Inside there was an anti-G harness. Deal with anti-G harness.
Deal with it? What does it mean by deal with it?
I don't know. That's...
I am very annoyed with vague dialogue options.
Yeah, how... Let's talk to you.
Ask whether he's sabotaging the investigation.
Not gonna just outright ask him that. That's very silly.
Ask for access or examine. We could just straight out examine. Offer a fee.
There's regulations. Quest for you. You need to go on 100 acre wood and get me 3 anti-acorns.
Ah ha ha.
You're kidding, right? I wouldn't dare. See you go back.
Ask for access. Okay, so he's not going to give us access.
So now we have gain access to the body. This is the...
Destroyed the medbot.
Yeah.
Find out why Pac should leave. Ask for access to the body.
Finally, okay. So this is the most awkward mission we've had so far.
Very.
Once lived. This guy's face, as if carved from plastic, was pressed against the wet pavement like a strange silent object. Can perform visual inspection.
Inspect the chest or inspect the head?
Inspect head. They resembled those of poorly designed NPEC. Pulled top by the side and looked to be smiling cruelly.
Check what's in his mouth.
To stiff tongue, dry saliva. I shuddered. There was nothing else here. Looked at his chest. Check under clothes. Feel his chest.
Check under clothes first.
Small gunshot exit wound. Feel his chest. Then tapped. Weird. It sounded hollow inside. Sound near the wound should have been flat due to
Extravasation. Extravasation. Blah, blah.
Yeah. Extravasation. You're right.
Limbs.
Examine the hand.
Yep.
Stunned. Skin inside of his palm was clean. Not even scratch or bruise. Everything in perfect condition.
That's interesting.
Chase is the same thing. Skin should have been torn if he fell and froze in this position.
Oh dear. He does not have defensive injuries from the fall.
Calf was clean, no bruising. Other pant legs slipped back down, covering cold exposed body. Roll up sleeve. He'd been struck by lightning, but the marks are off. I rubbed. Ken's other nothing. I was confused.
Do we flip the body or search him first?
search him.
Okay.
Right, no person, not even a walk tell.
That's weird.
It's heavy and oddly resistant on the horoscopic and disappeared into the page. Its head bobbed and was about to something flashing immediately behind it.
Oh,
Protect the head?
protect the head.
Swanee shook him, saving hitting the ground. Finished turning and slowly put the head to. There's no sign of it.
Oh dear. Hopefully we didn't just lose something. Inspect his back.
Back to it. Look for an exit.
Yep.
Just knows to easily bust straight through a person. What from the guy's coat? He was my friend, so you should be reminded.
Right.
Translucent bedroom. I wonder if it was an AR or hologram. Turned off my glasses, but I could see them hollow. Create such an animation, Ken had to have an illusion generator with him. I couldn't see it anyway, so I turned to the outright. Do you see these wings? Take a guess, man. That's why I keep filling with him. Can't find the illusion that generates him. Did he swallow it?
Look for a bolt.
Felt the cracks in the pavement under the exit wings. I pulled out a metal object.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was a bullet. Small caliber and antique. Titanium core, probably fired from an aged rusty Rockstep rifle. Inspect beneath the body. Not much blood, just a few stains that look like splatter. Suspiciously little considering it went straight to him.
Visual inspection?
That's what we started with.
Okay, got it. I missed that. So he would... Okay, doesn't look like there's anything else there. Could talk to the captain. There's the accident. Beacon
This
fires...
beacon... The beacon fires plasma. He was killed by a bullet.
Yeah. So this is nonsense. I'm wondering. There was very little blood. I'm thinking the gun. I'm thinking he was shot after his death.
Yeah. No, I agree with that one.
What's the accident hypothesis that we have?
Flying around, no signs of fall damage. Somebody saw him fall down.
Didn't have anything on him. We don't have enough data on this. I think we're gonna have to approach either like the doctor or Korn. Or this drone. Mental. Decided to play with the machine. Interesting. There's another camera, I think. We are very good at hacking. I mean, being a head decker, we're not really very good at hacking. We're just sort of good at a lot of different things.
Oh, yes. We have approximate knowledge of many different things.
Yeah. Also, it's 30 minutes in, so when you get that done, I'm going to switch to a new video before we get to the next step. Okay, one moment.
Mm-hmm.